Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the first of a new series starting this year, 2020. I'm so excited for it. It is going to be a full deep dive breakdown into how to start a YouTube channel, how to film a video, how to edit, what it's like completely to do all of these things. I'm diving straight into it, and today is the very first video, which is going to be how to start a YouTube channel basics. Now, this is going to be, I'm going to pull up the notes on my phone because I already know it is going to be a lot of talking. I will have screen captures up on the screen when needed. And yeah, I have been meaning to do this for a while. You guys probably know that. Okay. So I've got all my notes up on my phone right here on Evernote, which it looks like a lot because it is a lot. Again, it's going to be a lot of talking, but we're going to start from when you think you want to start a YouTube channel, where do you start? So this is based on everything that I've done personally and things that I've seen other people do. And I'm going to put in my own experiences, and we're going to kind of talk about everything that I had to do. And yeah, so basically where to start. When you decide you want to make a YouTube channel, where do you start? First, you start with a channel name. I would think about, do you want your name in it? Think about what do you want your channel to be. Mine is ThatGirlDaphnie. I have everything as ThatGirlDaphnie, so I just thought that it was fitting to put my YouTube channel as ThatGirlDaphnie as well, and as long as the name isn't taken, you should be good. You definitely want to come up with a channel name. It will show it right here on your page, on your YouTube page. It will show it right there. Next, you need to think about a niche, and what this means is what is your channel about? Like, what kind of videos are you going to film? Comedy, beauty, fashion, lifestyle, vlogging, cooking, anything, tours, like testing new food, whatever you want your niche to be. Is you need to think about that kind of before you start the layout of your channel. Before you think about what kind of videos you're going to film, you need to figure out what are people coming to my channel to see. For example, mine is more beauty, fashion, lifestyle. I've been doing some vlogging here and there, but usually people, when they come onto my channel, they usually can see already that I am a beauty and fashion YouTuber. Next is your channel customization. Now, I will say you don't necessarily have to start with this. I, on the other hand, before I even decided to put out my first video, I came up with my channel banner, which I'll show you guys right now. This is the banner right here. It pops up every time you look at your channel on the iPhone or like on mobile, on the computer, on the TV. And then you want to come up with a profile picture. I also did my intro and my outro before I created my channel and my first video. So that's like what plays in the beginning of my video, like right here. And then my outro is obviously what plays at the end of the video, which is this right here. Now you can, I'm not going to show you guys how to create these because I just feel like you can probably find that yourself. That's how I did it. YouTube is your best friend, okay? Honestly, if you don't know how to do something, look it up on YouTube. There's tutorials out there for it. I did that, and that's how I came up with my intro and my outro, so I definitely recommend looking that up. Okay, next you want to think about, how are you going to do this? How are you going to film? How are you going to edit? How are you going to post? How are you going to make time for this? You need to think about every aspect. Something that people don't really think about is how long it takes to do one video, how much thought process it takes to do one video. Where do you start? How long does it take to film? How long does it take to edit? And when you first start out, it's going to take you like 60 times as long as it does when you are years in. First, you need to figure out how you're going to film. So, do you want to invest in a camera? I started on my phone, but very well bought a camera almost instantly. I had been sitting on the thought of creating a YouTube channel, and I knew that if I was going to do this, I was going to do it. So I splurged and bought a camera. My camera is the Canon T5i. It has the flip screen, and it does everything that I need it to do, and I didn't upgrade anything. I haven't upgraded anything since. This is a camera that I started with. But when I filmed my first video, I did use my iPhone. So I definitely think, especially nowadays, you could definitely use an iPhone. The camera quality is bomb diggity. So if you don't want to jump in and buy a camera, which most people I'm sure don't want to jump in and buy a camera, definitely start with an iPhone and see how you like it. And then you need to think about editing. What editing software are you going to use? How you're going to edit. There are different options for this. There are a lot of different programs for this. You can find free editing software. If you have an Apple, it's iMovie, and if you have Windows, it's Windows Movie Maker. That is what I started with. It's definitely, you want to start with something free to kind of get a hang of editing, because there's a lot that goes into it that people don't really see. There's a lot of tutorials out there on YouTube, but that's what I did. I use Filmora to edit, but I did pay for that. I think I paid $60 or whatever for like a lifetime subscription of it. So that's really not that bad in my opinion. There's a lot more expensive ones out there. Like Final Cut Pro is probably like $300, I think, which is just like crazy. I don't necessarily think that I need that until I really, if I blow up on YouTube, that's when I'll buy that. You do not need to start with that right now. You could edit it on your phone first if you want to, or I would just start with a free software. Windows Media Movie Player, whatever it was that I used, was really not that bad. It got the job done. And Filmora, the only thing that's different about it is it has more like text options and like stuff like that, but other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. Okay, so once you've figured out how you're going to film your video, what your channel is going to be, what it's going to look like, and what your channel name is, and how you're going to edit your video, the next thing that you need to think about is you're going to come up with a plan. So a plan for your entire channel, a plan for the first month of your channel, a plan for how you're going to fit this into your like daily life. So that means you need to come up with what kind of videos you're going to film. And again, this goes with your niche. So if you haven't came up with your niche yet, this is going to be extremely difficult. You need to think about what kind of videos you're going to film. If it's going to be comedy, beauty, fashion, reactions, vlogs, lifestyle, business, whatever it is, you need to come up with that. And then you need to come up with a schedule for your uploads. When you're first starting out, once a week, perfect. That's fine. I do twice a week now. Sometimes that's super hard for me. How many times are you going to upload a week? Keep it consistent and pick a time of day as well. Next is to fit in when exactly you're going to film, edit, and upload. So my schedule is not the same every week. I've kind of talked about this, and in a future video we will dive deeper into my scheduling app and how I schedule out when I'm going to film, when I'm going to edit, and what days I'm going to upload, and like stuff like that. I will say filming can take me anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour and a half to all day, depending on the video. Editing can take me anywhere from 10 minutes to like 5 hours, depending on the video. I use Google Calendar. That's how I lay out everything. Again, it will be in a future video where I'll dive deeper into that, but I do use Google Calendar, and that's how I lay out my life. And I start from the things that I literally can't change, and that's like work, and if you go to school, that will be school, and any other like commitments that you have. So you'll put those in first, and then you'll start with your secondary commitment. But I definitely think that Google Calendar is the way to go, because I can actually put in there and say, okay, like today I filmed 3 videos, and I put, all right, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's how long I'm going to give myself to get these videos done. That's based on how long the video is going to take me to film and how long it takes me to set up for each video. So if you need to do different outfits, if you got to change your makeup, if you're doing a hair video and you need to put all the stuff out, whatever it is, you need to put in time to do that, because if not, you will run out of time very quickly, because filming goes by fast. But I've already been filming for like 20 minutes, I think. So your first video. Now your first video needs to be something simple. You don't need to be doing anything crazy. I would keep it at one sit down camera angle, so you don't have to move things around. You don't have to move around. I would definitely start with something simple. A tag video. An about me video. That's a good place to start. You could do like, they have like an about me tag, which you could find the questions and it will tell people a little bit about your channel. You could do like an actual intro video, and you could say like, welcome to my channel. This is the kind of things that we're going to have on here. I would start with just a simple talking sit down video, because when you go to edit it, that will be your first time editing a video. So you need something that's a little bit easy to edit, and you need to be able to feel around. Now I will say, when you do start to edit a video, or when you do start to film a video, you need to think about the editing while you're filming. I have a really bad habit of going off on tangents and talking very fast. And if I talk very fast, it's hard for me to cut in between my talking, because I just ramble into the next word and it sounds funny when you go back and edit it. So speak very clearly, very loud. Not super loud, but like loud enough to where your camera can pick you up. You want to stay at a consistent volume for most of the time, depending on the video you're filming, obviously. You want to stay in the center of your camera, and you want to just figure out what video you're going to film. You want to be able to give yourself time to talk to the camera to get used to it, because when you first start, it's not going to be this easy. Like, I'm just here talking to the camera like nothing. You're going to be so awkward, okay? Like, seriously, you're probably going to be really awkward. So I definitely recommend doing something, or you could sit down and practice in front of the camera for a couple of times and do like fake videos and just like talk about, you know, whatever. That way you get comfortable with it. Yeah, that's why I say start with a simple video, because you don't want something crazy to do when you're just starting filming out. Like, yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Those are the basics that you need. I'll try to, like, not necessarily dumb this down, but put more notes in the bottom of the description box of this video, so you guys can kind of come back and look without having to watch this entire video again. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful, because that was the goal. I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe for leave, and I would just catch you guys in my next video. Bye.